cannot stop. You cannot give up. Most of you are happy to be losers part-time. You want to escape, but then that new video game comes out. I'll just play the video game. I'll just be a loser for 2 more weeks. Then I'll get back to trying to escape the Matrix. It doesn't work that way because you jump in and out of complacency from I'm happy to be a loser and do loser things to I can't be a loser anymore. When you jump in and out, you never get momentum. You cannot quit. You cannot give up. You need that momentum to break free. When a rocket is flying out towards the moon to escape the atmosphere, it doesn't fucking pause halfway up the sky, does it? No, it keeps going. You are the only person who can make this work, and you're also the only person who can fuck this up.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, and verse 33. Instead, be concerned above everything else with the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and with what he requires of you, and he will provide you with all these other things. Shalom, shalom, Akim. Before I begin, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and all glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Chakodash, Slakia. All right, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, blessings, and salutations unto the hopeful elect who believe in truth and sincerity, and to the one, and Slakia, and to the few sincere Akwath who are out there listening in truth and sincerity, becoming a woman that say Shalom. All right, I'm the brother Gabari Allah coming at you with another lesson, man. And this lesson was inspired. I was at the gym, and I came across this TikTok audio, okay, and of Andrew Tate. All right, now I don't really listen to too much, what he has to say, but he be snapping sometimes, with the audios, with the little audio clips, sometimes I listen to, his people make compilations of like his best motivational speaks or pep talks, and I give him a listen, but he's not someone, that, I listen to like that, it's just here and there. But anyways, that's besides the point, pretty much he made a beautiful point, about momentum, and how we can never stop. Okay, and now he was speaking of that based off of money and carnal shit, but you can apply that same logic to the spiritual, and it's very true what he said. And he made an analogy where he said when a spaceship is trying to get out of the atmosphere, it doesn't stop. It continues to rise and gain momentum gradually and gradually, you know. And that's the same way because we really are trying to get up out of here as well, enter a chariot. And we understand that chariots, you're not going to make it into a kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai with ease. Okay, the scriptures say that it is a straight way, roughly paraphrasing, and the word straight means very hard or difficult. Okay, so now this is the book of Matthew chapter 6, and I'm going to start at verse I'll start at verse 30. Okay, and this is in the GNT. It reads, "It is Yahweh who clothes the wild grass that is here today and gone tomorrow, burnt up in the oven. Won't he be won't he be all the more sure to clothe you? What little faith you have. So do not start worrying, where is my food come from, or my drink, or my clothes? These things, these are the things the pagans are always concerned about. Your Father in heaven knows that you need all these things." Okay, so when you're in this world, when you're in this, carnal mindset, you start to worry about these things. You start to worry about where's this bill gonna come from, shit, maybe I might have to work, this Saturday to pay my bills, or maybe, this, that, or third is gonna come up, maybe I can't do this, maybe I won't be able to do that. What am I gonna be able to eat? These are all questions that we will be asking, or that these these other people will ask, these wicked two-thirds. And these are the same questions that are going to arise in the day of Jacob's trouble. But the scriptures say that we will eat. Does the scripture not say, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry? So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai knows when to feed us, knows when enough is enough. And we just got to strive and continue to keep that momentum that we have building, whether it be, um, you know, with whatever it is that you're in this ministry, whatever your talent is, perfect that talent. Make sure that you're using it to the best of your ability. Make sure that the Lord knows, okay, I gave him his talent and he's making fruit out of it. It goes on, it says, instead, be concerned above everything else with the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and what he requires of you. This is what we're supposed to be worried about. The kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the kingdom that is to come, the kingdom that is to be, And we cannot gain the momentum to be able to fight and continue to be in this fight if you are constantly worried and constantly trying to drag yourself down. These are things that you must sort of, because our brains are all wired in a carnal mindset because we are in these tunnels of chambers of darkness, like we are in these chambers of darkness, and with that comes a lot of doubt, because these chambers of darkness come with doubt. These chambers come with doubt. These chambers come with things that we are, preoccupied in the world with. Okay, these are things that we think about too much of this world, man. When we're in these chambers of darkness and when we're in that carnal mindset, that stops our momentum. That bleaks our momentum. That stops our momentum, man. And that's what we need. Okay, once the momentum stops, once you can't fight no more, that's it. The Lord will take the spirit from you, man. So you have to constantly be enduring. Okay, it says, and he will provide you with all other things. Okay, it says, so do not worry about tomorrow. It will have enough worries of its own. There is no need to add to the troubles each day brings. Exactly. Each day is a different fight. Each day is a different battle that the Lord is going to test you, and each day is a different fight that these demons are going to plague you with. Okay, bear with me one moment, Papa Kasha. Salaki. Right, every single day is a moment, is a day that we get to prove ourselves to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. That we get to show the Lord that, look, Lord, you tested me through this, but I'm surpassing. I'm continuing to maintain that faith. I'm continuing to expand on my talents. I'm continuing the momentum. And that's exactly what we need to do every single day. That's what we need to strive to be. Okay? We need to strive to prove the Lord right. Because the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, He knows. He knows that He gave you the Spirit. He knows what He's entrusting you with. So who are we to let Him down? Right? Who are we to let the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai down, man? So that's why we have to continue to fight, continue to endure, continue to have that momentum, continue to strive to be the best we can possibly be. Okay? Now I'm going to close out on this. All right? Because it's very important that we understand that we need momentum to grow. All right, the book of Matthew chapter 7. And I'm going to just get straight to the point, verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Exactly. All right, the Lord knows that the way of destruction is easier. The way of destruction is a lot less dangerous, or it's like maybe not dangerous, but a lot less hard. A lot less difficult. Everybody would rather, not suffer. you know. But that's what the momentum leads us to. The momentum allows us to grow, and the momentum allows us to power through these obstacles that we must power through. We have to power through. It's not something that if you can, you should. No, we have to. These are some things that the Lord inquires of us, things that are necessity. Okay, just like you need oxygen, the Lord needs this out of us. Okay, so it says, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. Exactly. Okay, so that way that we're following is very narrow. Only one person can walk it at a time. And the Lord is entrusting us with that. The Lord is entrusting us that we don't let him down. So prove Yahweh Hashem Yahushai right, man. Continue that faith, continue that momentum, man. And with that, Lord willing was edifying. Lord willing was uplifting, man. Sincerely hope that it helped brothers, and encourage brothers, man. So with that, Lord willing was edifying. Call Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The honor yet again to the elders and apostles of Gemilson who run teach well. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.